All right, so guys, I barely traded this week. The last day of the week, I just put in a little bit of trade. We made a small loss. Just it's not too important. I think I lost about 1% for the whole week on that account flip. But what we're gonna do, because there's so much mess going on in the whole YouTube forex environment, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and I'm not gonna show you my actual account because that's something I wanted to keep private, but you guys are, you're all demanding to show my worth here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the FTMO challenge, and I invite absolutely every other YouTuber who claims profitability to join me on the FTMO challenge. I'm going to start this coming Monday. In 2 days, I'm going to do the 100K challenge because you might as well just do the biggest one. And I would just like to say that it's not necessarily going to be a battle who can do better. It's just going to be a prove your worth type thing. So if you are able to end up being profitable, I don't even care if you guys finish the challenge. That's the thing. I'm going to shoot for finishing the challenge to get that 10% in the first month or whatever. I think that is possible. But I think anyone who can actually finish the challenge in profit, whether it be 1% or 10%, that is very respectable either way, and you've at least put your money where your mouth is, and then I will actually back off of you guys. That being said, enjoy the weekly vlog. So guys, I'm about to do a reaction video to this. You guys probably watched this yesterday, so go ahead and make sure that you watch that if you haven't already. There's going to be a little link here, and I'm just trying out this brand new computer. I built it last night. Look at the color change. Watch the color change here. It's gonna do it slowly. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. The CPU is absolutely incredible compared to the last one, and I'm so happy that we're gonna be able to get some real streams going in with some higher quality videos. So if you guys are wondering the specs on it, I got a GTX 1050 graphics card. I got a Ryzen 7 3700 series, and then I got 32 gigabytes of RAM, a new tower and everything like that too, so I can get rid of this really old massive thing that I ripped apart. So if you guys have any suggestions what to do with this old one, we could use it for some sort of thing on the Discord as an extra server. I would just have to get a new power supply unit. I just swapped that over from the old one and threw it in the new one. So let me know if you have any ideas of what you want to do with this machine. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I was thinking we could leave it some sort of bot for the server or some sort of, I have no idea. Just anything you guys want to use for it, just send me an idea. Not completely sure. The total I spent on this whole thing was about 1,300 Canadian dollars to build that. So that's probably about 1,000 US dollars. The budget wasn't a huge issue. I just wanted to make sure that the streams were going to run properly. It's also running a solid state drive. I think a 250 terabyte or 250 gigabyte solid state drive in there as well. Yeah, but it's really nice actually for the new. The audio is actually fixed. I don't hear any more of the popping that we were hearing in the previous thing. A lot of you guys were saying that it was my microphone that I needed to get fixed up, and I think I was right. It was the CPU. Having a new CPU that's not completely overloaded just from streaming, it's going to be a lot of help in the streams. So we should be able to get a much nicer stream. So boys, I just realized that I actually took absolutely no trading footage this week, so I do want to give you guys a little bit of sauce, a little bit of knowledge, so that you guys can go into the next week thinking you're a little bit smarter, at least, whether it's placebo or not. So what I'm thinking about this FTMO challenge, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to only trade the Euro USD and USD Swiss. So you can see here, I'm only going to trade those two for this challenge. That way it's going to be able to give me a little bit more focus on those pairs. I'm still going to go through the week and give you guys the analysis on the different pairs here. And if I do see something really, really good, then I might jump in on one of those. But I'm going to really focus on these because these are the two that basically they're the same, first of all. They're just opposites of each other. And
if I can really focus on that, then I'm actually going to be able to scalp these, and I'm not going to have to post all of my exact trades for you guys. This way that the FTMO challenge is actually going to be more of my actual trading style or whatever. I'm not going to be obligated to kind of share everything with you guys. And then of course I'm going to show you guys the actual trading data from the FTMO site itself, so that you guys can see it for real when we're done with it. But looking at these right off the bat, let's just kind of give you guys some analysis here, kind of what U-Swiss is looking like here, right? So if we're looking at the higher time frame here, we're seeing this upper level here getting swept, right? And, you know, testing some shit right here. Which there's not really anything of importance there, but it did go up there and then you know, reject off of basically what we would call is the supply candle here, right? A singular supply candle, and that's what it rejected off of. And quite clearly, it's just completely rejected and gone into this downtrend again. And now again on the huge time frame, looking back on things, there's nothing for us to be bullish about this. It's got that downtrend, but that's not super concerning because that is longer time frame. But that does, you know, coincide with what we are looking at on the weekly level here, at least on what we're actually going to be looking to trade. So since we are in this downtrend, we're going to be looking for shorts quite clearly, and the only thing that we need to watch out for is where are those resistance levels. Essentially, this is kind of the logic that I'm thinking about when I'm going into the trade for open here. And there's essentially two things that can happen here. Well, first of all, we could sweep this, which already happened, right? We touched it, we went slightly past it. Did we? We went slightly past it, so it could actually be bouncing for a rebound here and kind of faking people out. Or alternatively, we could come down to this zone here. So on the Monday open, that's what I'm going to be looking for, is possibly a short when we're coming back to retest this area, kind of how I've drawn a trade here already. I would like to enter something like that. Mind you, I'm going to watch for the reaction off of this zone and see how it acts. You can see beautiful sweeping of the highs both here and back here for that sweep there. So it makes it quite obvious that this was going to be a strong move down, and I would expect this to come down even further. But, you know, that was just a little bit of a concern, so we will keep an eye out on that. To add to our confluence, let's just look at the Euro USD and see if that is also bullish in our minds, right? And we were talking about this with Bradley there. Actually, I haven't posted the video yet. I'm going to post that tomorrow. But I have a very similar viewpoint as what Bradley was looking at. And I think that this line here, I think these highs are going to get swept. We didn't quite touch it there. And I think that this is the actual supply zone that needs to touch. So going into the week, we're going to see most likely this zone here, you know, acting as support once again. After we saw that sweep there, came and rallied up, we're really going to be starting the week right in that zone. So most likely we're going to see a little bit of a bounce here. You know what, obviously we can be wrong, but that's just what I'm looking for. I'm going to look for the small time frame reversal. I won't be trading on the Asia Open, but I will be trading on the London Open, so we'll hopefully not screw it up in Asia. But that's what it's really looking like going into the week. So that does confirm our bias that the US dollar would be dumping down, and we would be able to get down to this zone there. So that's just going to be our Monday trade, essentially. And, you know, everything can change by Tuesday, so that's our initial bias.
So guys, as you can probably tell, my streaming has been slacking. My uploads have been a little bit lighter than usual. I haven't actually been trading all that much, and you guys are probably wondering what the hell's going on. Not a whole lot is really going on, actually. A whole lot of this is really just, as you can tell, I got pineapples on my pants, I got pineapples on my socks, and I got a beautiful sky to look at. So I've just been kind of taking it easy. My sleeping schedule has been a little bit wacky since I do need to trade in the middle of the night. When we have these beautiful days, I do want to go outside, and then it screws up my sleep schedule, and then I'm not actually able to sleep during the day like I'm supposed to be sleeping in the evenings, and then I'm falling asleep in the middle of the night and I can't trade. And it just brings me to something I want to just talk about here for this kind of the vlog for this week, is that when you're not getting proper sleep. It's really important to just not even try to trade. You know, I probably could have been trying to do some trades here or there, getting a little bit of action in and showing you guys a couple things for this week. I'm going to actually show you guys for tomorrow for sure, because it is NFP. We're going to stream for that, and I'm going to show you a little bit of overview that you'll see in this video after this clip probably. But other than that, I really haven't been doing any trading. So by the end of this week, it's basically just going to depend on whatever kind of trades I get in during the NFP day. We are expecting that for the NFP, the trend for the EU pair was actually going down for the whole week. So I've noticed in the past over the year, it's been maybe 9 times out of 10 that the NFP causes a complete reversal in the trend for that week on the US dollar pairs. So I would expect that the EU pair to be bullish coming into the NFP, and then the U Swiss to be bearish, and all the other pairs kind of correlated quite similarly. So we'll check that out in stream. We'll talk about that in stream, and then I'll give you guys a little bit of recap after this. But I hope you guys are really enjoying the weather. I know I am. I'm probably going to go out for a little bit of bike ride here with the girlfriend today, just because it's absolutely...
Cause I can't see you anywhere. Cause I don't wanna know where I should go. No, I don't wanna let you down. You just wanna know how far I will go, cause you know I will stay around. So let me know where to go. So let me know where to go. I wanna find you.
Looking at your tits.
Too bad they're not mine. My nipples go this way, not this way.
Your nipples point inward?
Oh yeah.
These are the best friggin' smoothies in all of Vancouver. If you guys ever come
Debatable.
to BC. No, it's better than the other ones. This one's,
Healthiest.
what's this one?
It's like a mango turmeric thing.
Mango turmeric thing, and this is not a mango turmeric thing. It's a...
Superfood limeade thing.
It's the smoothie that makes you smart.
They're both smoothies that make you smart.
Well, mine's making me smarter.
Well, I'm already smarter.
Oh, that's why I need to get smarter?
Yeah.
That's why. You're living in 3020. The rest of us are in 2020. With your...
I'm like, what are you looking at?
with your boobies drawn on, so we don't even have to guess what they look like. Everybody at home guessing what they look like. That's exactly what they look like.
No. What are you filming over there?
What?
You like turn the camera weird and it's so close.
Yeah, there's just some other girl over there I'm trying to get a picture of. She's more interesting.
Oh shit, her boobs go this way and not this way, don't they? Or do they go this way or this way?
You know what's the most important
Or
thing
do they
about
go
a girl?
like this, the opposite direction, like bad boob job?
Most important thing about a girl is the direction of her nipples. Because if they're not pointing at you, then she's not into you. Nipples point at what they want, and if they're pointing, you know, like, what did you do? This way. Then she's just confused and she doesn't know what she wants out of life.
Up is down, left
Yeah.
is right.
You want a girl that's decisive and pointing directly at you.